And so we ended up flying over to Kuwait, and we got to Kuwait. We were only there for a couple days, and that's when it was like, okay, it's time. And we got on C-130, and we were all kitted up, ready to go. And I remember it was the fourth C-130 we got on, because we were all getting on airplanes that were probably built before any of us were born. And it was hot. Because I remember getting to 29 Palms, and I was like, God, this place sucks. Like, it is the Mojave Desert.
Yeah,
and it's desolate.
Yeah.
And I remember getting to Kuwait and telling the guys, like, God, this place sucks worse. And then...
It's like going from Dallas in the summer to Houston in the summer.
Yes. Drastic difference.
Yeah.
Then we get in... I remember we came into Al Asad, and what made it even worse is we did the combat landing on the C-130, and... no one told us we were doing a combat landing. We'd never done it.
So
What is a
describe a
combat
landing?
So C-130, you go and he banks, pilot dips the wings, and you basically corkscrew all the way down. And so it's called a combat landing to avoid small arms fire and anything else when you're coming into the base. Well, when that happened, the first Marine at the front of the bird, or towards the tail end of the bird, rather, threw up. And then, so what do you think happened after that?
Oh, just
running
domino
down.
effect.
Chain reaction.
Oh, yeah.
And we land, and I remember us getting off the bird, and my gunny is just standing at the back end of the bird, just looking at us, just with disgust and shame. Just like,
pathetic.
These are my kids. Awesome.
These are my
kids. And it was like
Just that disappointed dad.
just
like,
the horrible, like, where have I gone wrong?
What did I do to deserve this?
Yeah, and it was like. It was interesting to see, but what was even more interesting is behind the disgust and he knew that we were locked tight and we were ready to go. But there's a few Marines that he grabbed, we're filing off the bird, that he grabbed and said, just stay here. And we all knew what he was doing. Those were the Marines that would never leave the wire.
Wow.